How's it going, everybody? For today's beer review, we're going to be taking a look at Victory Brewing Company's DirtWolf, a double IPA. So it's DirtWolf by Victory Brewing for today's review. This is a beer that I got strictly on recommendation and review. And what I mean by that is I see so many people say, this is the best beer that Victory makes, and this is one of the best IPAs I've had, and so many people tell me these types of things, both friends and just, online reviewers. That was like, when I finally had the chance to find a 4-pack of it, I jumped on it and said, it must be pretty good if this many people are suggesting it, so we'll see. Just some information here. Comes in at 8.7% ABV. It says to enjoy by August the 13th, 2015. So we are well within date. And the description here says, darkly heroic humulus lupulus, or hops, have empowered brews with bite and character since the 11th century. DirtWolf is a tribute to these untamed vines which rise from the earth with the voracity of a wolf among sheep. Hops have made an assertive comeback in American craft brewing. Revel in the best U.S. varieties of hops in their natural whole flower form, as they bring a vital, pungent reality to the soul of a wild element in our dangerously satisfying DirtWolf. Cheers. Bill Ron, the Brewmasters of Victory. So, that's pretty cool. I'm going to be drinking this one out of a standard IPA glass. So without further ado, let's get the cap off of here and see what DirtWolf is like. Straight out, the color pours. Kind of like an orange and honey tinged gold. I'm going to give this a center pour now. Seems to have what I would call a medium-low head potential. Formed of about a finger of bright ivory white, decently dense and creamy head. Holding this one up in the light, it is just clear gold. Honestly, if you didn't know any better, you'd think it was just a domestic brew as far as appearance goes. In smell, wow, that is amazing smelling. Literally, that smells almost as good, if not as good, as like Stone's Enjoy By. It's got ridiculously juicy and dank hops. I'm definitely getting the pineapple, the mango, the apple, grapefruit rind also. It's got just a little bit of the sweet, but a lot of those flavors are more like savory. They're like the pits or the rinds and the more bitter and savory sides of those fruits. But those hops, man, they make a very assertive, as they said. They're very assertive, they're very forward, and they're definitely making themselves known. They're very juicy and wet, but they're also very dank. It smells delicious. I can't wait to give this one a taste. So, let's do it. Nice. Extremely well-balanced IPA, or double IPA at that. I can't believe that's a double. I say that because the bitterness is intact, even with it having that higher ABV. That's something I've been running into a lot lately. When you get into those real high ABV, like Imperial or double IPAs, all of that malt starts to show through, and that alcohol just gets so high that no matter what they tell you the IBUs are, it just starts to become a little more on the sweet side. So when that bitterness is lost, even though this has a decently high ABV, and I'm not saying 8.7, I think that's what I said it was, right? Yeah, 8.7%. I'm not saying that's crazy high. There's definitely way more higher, Imperial IPAs out there, but that's a decently high ABV, and there's virtually none of that malty caramel sweetness, that syrupy kind of sweetness that these tend to have. The bitterness is still holding up pretty good and well intact. My taste buds are shot when it comes to bitterness, though. So something's got to be pretty damn bitter for me to be like, wow, that's bitter. But I mean, I can tell it's there. And to someone who doesn't drink nearly as often, bitter beers as often as I do, this would probably have a great amount of bitterness for you. It's just got lightly sweet grapefruit and tangerine up front. Very lightly sweet. And it just ends on a nice, medium bitter hop ending. Super well balanced, super easy drinking. I'm getting zero alcohol in the taste. It's sessionable. It's like deceptively easy drinking and sessionable. I could go through a 4-pack of this, is what comes in, no problem, and I'd be a lot farther along than I would want to be, and I wouldn't even realize it. You could get away from yourself with this beer if you wanted to. Ratings, super high marks. As far as the style goes, this is an A+ representation of the style. I'd give this like a 99 out of 100 in the style. As far as how much I'm enjoying it, deserves an A+ as well. A low A+. 96 out of 100 is what I'm thinking here. Once again, you know, ways it could improve, in my opinion. It's always going to probably, most of the time, it's going to be the same answer that most IPA drinkers and hopheads are going to say, and that's just give me more bitterness. But, you know, it's not a realistic request. Although I have had more bitter beers. We're not going to talk about palate wrecker or anything like that. But anyway, that has been my review of Victory's DirtWolf Double IPA. If you can get your hands on a 4-pack of it, I highly recommend it if you're into the style. And as always, hope you guys enjoyed the beer review.